Imagine being arrested for driving under the influence with nothing in your system, even when an officer says there's no impairment. Well, it happened to a man in Surprise. In a story you'll only see on ABC 15, Christopher Sine explains what happened and why the man says he was targeted.
Jesse Thornton is 64, married, a retired firefighter, lives in Surprise, and booked for DUI.
He said, I can tell you're driving DUI by looking in your eyes.
It's not the first time Jesse and Surprise officers met.
I've been stopped 10 times in Surprise alone. I've been given 4 tickets.
On this night, Jesse spent a couple hours in the pool at his gym, and while heading home, is pulled over.
I take my glasses off. He says, you got bloodshot eyes. I said, I've been swimming at LA Fitness. He said, I think you're DUI. He goes, well, we're going to do a sobriety test.
Jesse was swimming to loosen up his hip, which was being replaced 2 days later. An ailment he says the now 3 officers didn't buy.
She looks at me, she says, why don't you stop whining?
In the reports the department gave me, it appeared he passed everything. Jesse is cuffed and taken to headquarters.
I do the breathalyzer, it comes back 000.
Which is confirmed in these police documents. Then a DRE, or drug recognition expert officer, is called in. Blood is drawn and more tests.
After he does all the tests, he says, I would have never arrested you. You show no signs of impairment.
And there, in the department's own papers, an officer further notes Jesse is not under the influence. And the blood results, all negative. And charged with DUI, car impounded, and MVD notified to suspend his license. Thornton and his attorney, Mark Victor, don't call it DUI.
Driving while black.
Driving while black. It's just not the way that American citizens ought to be treated by police officers.
The charge was recently dropped, and Victor and his team are now eyeing a federal lawsuit and filed a notice of claim for $500,000.
Here he's being harassed for no reason other than the color of his skin. It's frustrating that somebody has to go through this type of experience.
Thornton's daughter, who is in law enforcement, has filed a complaint as well.
I don't want anybody else to go through this.
Jesse did have that scheduled hip replacement surgery a few days after the arrest. Christopher Sine, ABC 15 News.
Well, in the report, Jesse was originally pulled over for crossing the white line in his lane. We did give the Surprise Police Department an opportunity to respond, and per standard policy, they said they were unable to comment due to the pending legal action.
Neighbors